All right, let's get right into it. Today we are breaking down a powerful blueprint for leaders, a way to set goals that actually get results. We're diving into what's known as the SMART principle.
So, let's kick things off with a question I'm pretty sure every single leader has asked themselves. You know the feeling, right? You set this big, ambitious goal, you're all fired up, the team seems on board, but then you look up a few weeks or a few months later and nothing. Nothing's really changed. So what gives? Why do so many of these well-intentioned goals just fizzle out and fail to make a real impact?
Well, the answer is actually it's surprisingly simple. It comes down to this. Ambition and good intentions are great, but they're kind of like having a super powerful engine without a steering wheel. You've got all this power, but no direction. See, goals usually fail because they're built on a shaky foundation. They're missing a clear method and the right tools to actually get them done.
And this brings us to a really crucial point. Getting good at setting goals, that isn't just some nice-to-have productivity hack. Nope. It's a fundamental core skill for anyone in a leadership position. It is literally the thing that separates wishful thinking from creating real, tangible, impactful results.
And look, the source material we're drawing from is super direct about this. It doesn't tiptoe around it, calling it a helpful technique or just a good idea. No way. It flat out states that being able to set impactful goals is, and I quote, one core leadership skill. That's it. It's basically non-negotiable if you want to be an effective leader.
Okay, so before we dive any deeper, let's be really clear about what we mean when we say an impactful goal. We're not just talking about ticking a box or finishing a task. An impactful goal is one that's been specifically, intentionally designed to create significant and meaningful results. You know, for your team, for your whole organization. It's the kind of goal that actually moves the needle.
And this is where our blueprint comes in. It's called the SMART principle. The best way to think about it, it's like the architectural plan for building those really effective, impactful goals we've been talking about.
Now, SMART is way more than just a clever acronym you can memorize. It's a proven, structured method that basically guides your thinking and forces you to ask all the right questions. Each letter stands for a crucial piece of the puzzle: specific, measurable, achievable, relevant, and time-bound. That's the core of this whole framework.
And this framework gives you the actual tools you need to build really solid goals. Let's take S for specific. That forces you to answer the who, what, where, and why. So instead of a vague goal like improve sales, you get something concrete. Increase online sales in the West region by 15%. See the difference? And then M for measurable. Well, that gives you a clear way to track your progress, so you know without a doubt when you've actually hit the mark.
So here's the bottom line. The real magic of it all. The whole point of the SMART principle is to take a big abstract vision and turn it into concrete action. It makes you ask the tough questions, right? Is this goal achievable with the resources we actually have? Is it relevant to what we're trying to do as a company? And crucially, is it time-bound? Does it have a deadline to create that sense of urgency? Those are the questions that turn fuzzy ideas into a real plan.
Okay, so we get the what of the SMART principle now. So the next big question is how? How do you actually apply this blueprint to get real-world results and make an impact?
You're gonna love this because the process is beautifully simple. It's just 3 steps. First, you just learn the method. Really get what each letter of SMART is asking you to do. Second, you start using those letters as tools to shape, to test, to refine your goals. And then third, once you've done that work and built that solid foundation, bam, you're ready to set goals that are genuinely impactful.
And why bother with all this? What's the payoff? Well, it's huge. When you follow this blueprint, you get total clarity. That clarity creates intense focus. And that focus, that's the engine that finally helps you and your team achieve real, meaningful impact. So, we're gonna leave you with a challenge. You have the blueprint now, but the real work starts when you actually use it. So take a second and really think about it. What is the one goal? It can be big, it can be small, doesn't matter. What's the one goal you're gonna make SMART first? Because that's the moment this knowledge stops being an idea and starts becoming leadership in action.